All right, man. Trust Talk. How y'all doing, man? Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's well. Like I got something on my face. I'm good. All right, so look, man. Today's episode, we're gonna talk about infidelity or cheating before the marriage, and how do I feel about this? Because a lot of people are under this misconception that cheating is, how would I say, a thing before marriage. And I'm going to explain why I'm more on the side of, let's just get to the content.
Welcome to Trust Talk, where we keep it real.
All right, so there is a clip of the Joe Budden podcast going around where they're talking about the struggles of side chicks or side people in general, I guess. But I'm going to give my take on this. So we're going to listen to a little bit of this. Then I'm going to talk about how I feel about relationships before marriage. And is this a test, we should say, before you get married? You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people might not agree with my take on this, but it is what it is. So let's get it going.
Yo!
What's that, the side chick? I don't understand.
Yo! Let me tell you something. Singing I love you. I've been there. Yo, when you and your side is so connected, for real, and she just accepts all of the baggage that you bring in, knowing that you're still in a relationship where you get to sing the I love you too. What? Oh, that's a good feeling.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll let you know if I cancel the movie. I'll be around. I'll hit you up. I'm going to be out, and I'm either going to see the movie and not go to the hospital.
Here we go.
Either way, I'll come to Williamsburg and see you.
All right, bet.
Love you.
All right, my bad. Love you too.
Have a good day. I'll let you know.
She's a piece of shit, yo.
Who?
Okay, all right. So I want to pause it there, and I want to speak on this real quick. How I feel about people getting outed by their side chick or their other significant other. I put it to you like this. When you do dirt, you get dirt. That's the one thing I will say. If you are in a relationship with someone and you're doing them dirty, you can't expect them to be, you can't expect to get honesty from someone when you're cheating on someone else. Let's just be clear. If you were a dirty dude, and what I mean by dirty dude is somebody doing dirty shit behind somebody else's back, and someone put out the fact that you were being dirty, they will sacrifice themselves just to get you to hurt you. That's just how it goes. I'm sorry to tell you. So Joey Badass cheating on his wife or cheating on his significant other, his fiance, who he was potentially about to marry, with someone else. The person supposedly, allegedly, or whatever, recorded this conversation that they were having. I couldn't even understand what the conversation was, and this got leaked, or the wife put it out, or whatever. But I know people were saying that the woman is a piece of shit for recording him. But again, when you are playing in mud, you got to understand that you're going to get dirty. And he's playing in mud with someone. If the person knew you had a girl, then you're playing in mud with that person. Like, how could you trust somebody that allow you to be with how could you trust somebody that would know that you're with someone else and still do dirty shit with you? You don't think that they're going to do dirt to you too? And we ain't going to even get into the point of this person on the side. You know how it goes when you can't get what you want, or you don't feel like you guys are how would I say this? Not you guys are not being together the way you wanted to be. Cool. Now, I'm also hearing that the wife or the potential wife or fiance planted this, and this is how it got. She found out. So there's a bunch of different stories going around, but let's go.
Ooh, the side chick. How did she get the audio?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
We don't know, and we ain't gonna pretend to know. We don't know, but she got it.
She got it.
Women have ways of getting the shit that they want to
put a
get.
device in this, because it sounds like.
I totally disagree with that notion too. That women are much more smarter than men, or men much more smarter than women. Women have ways to figure out things. I totally disagree with that. I think that is a misconception, because women been cheated on for years and never knew that their husband was doing. So it ain't that women got ways. People find out things. Sometimes you stumble on the truth. Sometimes you stumble on a lie. I'm not going to put somebody higher than the other. No. On an individual basis, some people are just more naive than others. So I hate when people say, well, women have ways, as if this is the universal code that women just have it all figured out. Like, no, I'm sorry. They don't. Just like men don't have it all figured out. Sorry, Joey.
The audio sounds like
It's in the car.
We hear the lady clearer than Joey Badass. It's not from Joey Badass side, it's from the lady side.
That's crystal clear audio.
Yeah, it's crystal clear. That means that the side
FaceTime
chick
audio.
either the side chick call was bugged, or the side chick recorded that.
The side chick recorded that.
Side chick recorded that. That's nasty, nigga. She don't big up that side chick.
That's why I
I
say
don't think
She not that
Y'all are being.
Well, also too, I might have to cover this because I think that the Joe Button podcast, they be blocking people's content when you use visuals. I don't know why they do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna cover this with with them talking, I guess. So I don't know, to keep the audio going. Just keep the audio going. I don't know. Maybe I could do it. Do it now.
Being speculative, we don't know how she got it.
I have ears, nigga. I have Terminator ears.
The girl did more talking than him. I don't think it was the girl shit. I think
Play it.
I think
I played it twice.
and that don't matter. But
Let me see the video.
There's no
It's
video.
just a
of it.
screen.
It's
Yeah.
a screenshot.
It sounded like maybe he had a little device in his car, planted a little device in the car, and she was able to get, however she got it.
it don't matter.
It don't matter.
Oh, she on some being free shit?
Yeah, nigga, she bodying it.
Oh, all right. Oh, if that's the case, then the game is the game.
The game, yeah, you gotta.
They paid the little monthly fee for the app. Me and Freeze don't play that shit.
It's a monthly fee for an app.
I mean, if you do it the right way.
If you get the good shit.
He got all that shit and keep trying to attach me with him.
$30 a month.
He went to go.
Yeah, I understand exactly what they're saying. But ultimately, what it comes down to is a lot of y'all are blaming other people for people's dirty deeds. Like, I'm just going to keep it as G as possible. If Joey Badass is cheating on his girl and his girl finds out by any means or through any means, I can't blame her for that. I have to blame Joey because he was the one that got caught cheating. Like, I don't understand why people have this thing where they try to make it seem like it's the other person's fault. Now, with that being said, I don't totally exempt the other person, because I do believe that a lot of y'all women do choose bad guys. Y'all choose guys who are sought after by other women. But y'all always saying that men have this thing where where men can't be faithful. But you choose a guy who is sought after by multiple women. Like, I'm gonna be as clear as possible in this episode. I'm gonna be as clear as possible. I'm gonna let them talk a little more, but this episode is really basically not about them talking. I just want y'all to see the perspective from other guys, but I'm gonna give my take on this. But let's keep it going a little bit. Then I'm gonna tell y'all how I truly feel about infidelity before marriage and all that stuff.
I remember the niggas used to put the African niggas.
Extended battery life.
Remember the African niggas put the stash box in your car? He got that shit for the audio.
All right, I'm done being honest for the rest of this topic. It's
Nah.
on, y'all got to lead with some honesty. I done gave up the spy store, the trick engagement. I'm pulling them out. Pause.
Poor guy.
Y'all go. And Amani coming out here with, no, she's such a piece of shit, the side chick. Why?
Poor guy.
Yo, because, first off, you are very clear that this is someone who's a popular figure. There's no way to pretend like you don't know that
Both
he has both are popular figures. There's no way to pretend like you don't know that he has a woman, a new child, and is engaged. So even all this connecting with him and the problems and the troubles that you having, I get it.
Is this a joke?
Yes.
I'm gonna let him finish.
Let him take his
Listen,
route.
I said in the beginning I was going to be biased. Now let me not
Take
try
your
to
route,
be
my
biased.
nigga. Take your route.
Let me just try to speak from an actual honest perspective if
All
a
right,
woman's
do your
looking
thing.
at the
Do your
situation.
thing.
Money's growing up, man.
No, do your thing, young
Nah,
man.
he not growing up, nigga. He dog whistling.
Then let me
No, do your thing, young blood. Do your thing, young blood.
If you don't give a damn,
We died on God. They calling me to come back to the streets. I'm Sean B. They came to talk. It was necessary. All right, go ahead, young blood.
Nah, but
he's stuttering.
if no. If we're being honest about just what this is and who's right, who's wrong. If a woman is dedicated herself to this man and she's moved her whole life over and she finds out that you cheated, and let's just say this ain't the first time. Let's say she found out before and forgave it, whatever. For the sake of wanting to keep my family together, boom, boom. And you still keep up the same shit. She goes out her way to find out. Anything she does after that, you can't really be surprised or mad at. Now, we don't have to agree with it. I don't agree with you doing all this and then saying at the end of a clip, yo, all of y'all can go back to minding y'all business, just let me get my shit off. Like, no, you made this our business now. So now we gonna go ahead and have our chime
didn't
in
even
and
know
go on
this.
and that. And you gotta also remember that the person you talking about on the other side, people have a little bit more favor to, especially when it come to men. So we ain't gonna come up here and really shoot the nigga down.
Hey, not just men.
Well, no, a lot of women are sticking up for her. A lot of women are saying it's fucked up, and rightfully so.
And speak for you, nigga. I'm shooting them down at some point in this conversation. I'm just trying to get y'all involved.
Well, I did start with
But
the
when it
bias.
circled back for like a second opinion or something, I'm shooting him down.
Okay, so how about...
Listen, hey, Kemma, I never believe none of you semen retention niggas.
Yo. It always comes across as a little fishy.
When the nigga sat here and said semen retention, a few niggas done sat here and said that semen retention shit. I don't believe one word of it. When you say that to me, I look at it the same as the Muslims that was former killers. It's the same exact thing to me. Sorry. Hey.
At least he kept it a buck though when he said that.
All right, so one of my biggest issues with people when it comes to these type of relationships is on either side, no one wants to take accountability, because what happens is when you get caught cheating, you always blame the other person. And then you have other people who blame the other person, especially if it's women. They'll say, well, if the woman was cheated on, they will never blame the guy. I mean, they'll blame the guy. But if the man was cheated on, they'll blame the guy. Most of the time. It'll be like, well, what wasn't you not doing? Or what was you doing? It's always the guy's fault in any situation. Because for some reason, people don't think that women, once a woman is in love or she desires somebody, they think that she puts everything above her needs and her desires and her wants. It's like sometimes I feel like they feel like it's some type of job, or she's committed to her life, not knowing that a lot of these women are scandalous and they do these things too as well. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a woman can be a promiscuous woman all her life, and she could do all these different things all her life, and she could sleep with multiple men all her life. And then she meet this one guy, and then she changes her life and she doesn't do that no more. And then she cheats, and then everybody says, well, what did you do to make her do it? Not knowing that her past is she is a scandalous woman. And same thing with men. Men could do the same thing. Now, I think with Joey, I think what he ran into a problem is is if you did this before, or there's multiple women coming out saying you've been doing this, now you look like a real fool. Because if you've been doing this and you've been cheating and you've been doing all these different things, why would you even want to get into a serious relationship with somebody? That doesn't make sense. My thing is, when you're in a relationship with somebody, it's no point in you doing all these things behind their back if you are telling them that you want to be serious with them and you're planning shit. I put it to you like this. You wouldn't do stuff, you wouldn't allow people to do stuff to you that's not approved. So if you know that somebody's doing something, I put it to you like this. If you know that somebody's doing something and put the shoe on your foot, do you think that that's wrong? And if you think it's wrong, then why would you do it? You get what I'm saying? But we're gonna watch a little more, and then I'm gonna get out of here.
He was like, I'm fucking. I'm just
Yo,
not.
if you tell me that you into semen retention, it tells me, to my Muslim analogy, my murderous Muslim analogy, you done caught so many bodies out there
You gotta start keeping
that
it
we
in.
gotta turn your life around and start doing something different. The nigga sat here and told me, nah, you can still fuck, you just don't come. At that point, I don't want to have no conversation. Like, tell me about your new album. Y'all trust semen retention,
No,
niggas? Pause.
No, whoa.
Pause. Come on. That's going to come up in the talk. Sorry.
There is a thing to what he was saying.
You got the most experience here. Please don't be coy right now. You've had the most bitches.
I don't.
You've cheated the most.
No, I haven't.
You've been in the most relationships.
That's a Fendi.
You've had bitches all over the world.
Word.
Younger, older, your age, models, nightlife, corporate, the other bitches at Subway corporate, Century 21 bitches. Like
Lane Bryant.
You're older than all of us, yo. Green eyes, light skin your whole life, $1 million at 28 years old. Been driving ill shit since the 90s.
Greenhouse.
Fucking
All
Toast
types
the
of
Browns
Air
out,
Maxes
nigga.
since the 80s, felines, nigga, all that fly shit.
River
Can
Road
you share?
legend.
Oh, come on. Can you share from your experience all your years of fucking bitches and cheating?
He doesn't like felines.
Like, what you think?
He never liked felines.
Like, what you think is going on with this? I'm a mic down.
Yo, something wrong with your brain, my nigga. I think that my personal opinion is
Yeah, like from all your years.
you. This gonna sound bad, but I'm just talking from a realistic perspective. When you start fucking with a dude that got a bunch of options,
Oh shit.
I'm just telling the truth, bro. Celebrity niggas is out here doing what they doing. I think that is few and far between.
And she's a celebrity in her own right.
I know.
Yeah, she is.
I know. Yeah.
All right.
But I just think that it's few and far between the men that are not going to be outside exploring. That's just my personal opinion. I think that taking it to the internet is bad. I feel horrible for her if he put his hands on her and all that other shit. But as far as the infidelity piece,
Like it come with the
it's
telescope.
kind of par for the course, unfortunately.
You don't know how. You don't.
That's real. I'm not gonna lie. I said this earlier. A lot of women, they seek men who are sought after by multiple, because I think that a lot of women think that women can actually change a man who is in a certain status of his life. If you already think that all men are dogs, and somehow this guy convinced you that he wasn't, even though his what's the name? How would I say this? His way of going about things as far as a celebrity, or if you met him and he had multiple girls, there's red flags already. So a lot of times I think that what happens is we get into these relationships with these people where we believe that they are going to be faithful to us. And matter of fact, I wouldn't even say we believe, we hope that they're going to be faithful. There's a difference between believing somebody's going to be faithful and hoping somebody's going to be faithful. And I think a lot of women, they run into these guys where they hope that they're going to be faithful. And these guys are not. You know what I'm saying? They're not. But who is to blame for that? You know what I'm saying? Is it the person who knew that there was poison in the cup and drunk the cup, hoping that they live? Or is it the person who poisoned the cup of water? You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So we're going to dive a little bit deeper into this, but let's see what Amani has to say. Then I'm going to get out of here.
I don't think we sound, and I get it, it's man brain, but you don't think we sound, no, what you said, you don't think it's crazy for the point to be leaned on that, yo, when you dating a celebrity, that's kind of what come with the shit, instead of leaning into like, yo, wrong is wrong.
Yes.
I think what should be pinpointed first is, yo, if you said you was locking in with someone, celebrity or not, and you fuck up and you go against that, we need to highlight that first, and then we can start talking about maybe all the things that come with dating a celebrity man, or just a person, period.
I'm not in disagreement with that. What I'm saying is,
you sign up for it when you get with a
no, I just think to sit here and sound shocked is not genuine. You know what I'm saying?
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. But that's still a side argument versus the actual argument. The actual argument is it wrong? Versus the reason why they did it. You know what I'm saying? It's two different type of arguments that they're having right now. Is it wrong? They're all going to say yes. Everybody's going to say yes, it's wrong. But you pick the person. So are you wrong? Knowing that this person isn't, even though this person said these things, should you take this person serious? And when do you take people serious? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to continue on with this. I'm going to let y'all finish this. All y'all got to do is go to the Joe Budden podcast or find it on the website. It's on there. It's all over the internet. You already know what it is. Let me just minimize this real quick. Hopefully it don't pop up when I switch back over. I hope it doesn't, because I'll be pretty mad. In fact, so let's talk about it real quick before I get out of here. So here's the thing about infidelity before marriage. And I'm going to give y'all two different perspectives on why. Well, just two different perspectives. One of the perspectives I'm going to give y'all is, should you take a cheater serious before marriage, or is it something that happens before marriage? Or whatever happens before marriage is a new life. You're starting a new life. So everything that happened before marriage shouldn't matter. Now, let's speak about everything that happens before marriage that people take, like I'm saying. So I'll give you an example. Well, what happens with most men, and I'm just going to give y'all some game, ladies. This is what it is. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Not saying all men, but most men. They have what they call a bachelor party. And the bachelor party, they have a bunch of women there. Bad women that they probably would never had got with. Because they look at it like, this is the last time I'm ever going to be able to see, touch, feel, taste, kiss, fuck another woman. Because I'm about to get into a relationship, marriage, family, and I'm going to be with this woman, and I'm not going to be able to touch any other woman, right? On the flip side, guys, women have what they call a bachelorette party, where women see men see, taste, touch, fuck, suck, all before they get married, because they don't want, or they want it to be with that guy that they're with after they get married. They ain't gonna never be able to do nothing with another guy. This is what it is. So they have these parties. They go to Vegas or Punta Cana, Cancun, wherever you want to call it. That's where they go. This is what happens. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, this is what they do. So if a woman was to find out that her husband slept with a woman at a bachelor party, I think that that's a little bit different than if she found out he was cheating with a girl. And the reason why is because in their head, that's an excuse for him, because that's the last time he's going to ever taste anything else. Now, some women will just call the whole wedding off. They'll just call it off. Simple as that. But some guys, if they found out that their girl was getting piped out by a dude before the wedding, some guys will be like, nah, I don't want to have it. I don't want to touch it. You know what I'm saying? But here's the issue that I think a lot of people run into is the fact that even though you're in a relationship with someone and you could say that that's a precursor to what's going to happen next, you're still not obligated to that person. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry to tell you. If you're in a relationship with somebody before marriage, it's still open season. Now, whether you act on it or not, that's something different. But that's the mind state that I have. Because to me, marriage is a new life. Whatever you did in the past, whether it was behind closed doors, behind my back, or whatever, once we get married, all of that shit is forgiven. I'm sorry to tell you, it's over for all that. Because now we start and we move forward from here. You know what I'm saying? We move forward together. If you're not married, there's no together. There's somebody who has the upper hand on somebody else. And I know a lot of people might disagree with that. I know a lot of people might say, nah, before marriage, it's a testament or a test before you get married, and it tells you how the person is. And then before that, no. Because a lot of y'all do accept bachelor parties. That happened before the marriage. A lot of y'all do accept bachelorette parties. A lot of y'all let your significant other go to strip clubs. That happened before the party. A lot of y'all let your significant others do certain things that happened before the marriage. A lot of y'all accept people with other children. That happened before the marriage. So you're saying if I'm with you, and let's say we're in a relationship. In fact, let's say we're in a relationship. But before we was in a relationship, I slept with 50 other women. That didn't happen before we got married. I know y'all saying, well, y'all wasn't together. Well, when you're not, to me, when you're married, that's you truly together. If you're not married, it's open. I'm sorry to tell you, whether you act on something or not, it's still open. Now you could decide that you don't want to be with that person because, like you said, some people take relationships as the test to the marriage. Before the marriage, this is the big test. Before the marriage. But again, y'all occasionally look the other way when it comes to certain things that's traditionally done or things that are done in the sense of this is what happens all the time anyway. Y'all look the other way towards that. So me personally, do I think Joey Badass was wrong for doing what he was doing? Yes, I do believe he was wrong because he was in a relationship. I'm not saying that being in a relationship isn't wrong if you're cheating. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that a lot of people got to understand that the obligations are different when it comes to relationships and marriage. It's different. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you think you know somebody. I don't care if you think you know somebody. It's not the same when you're married to somebody. I'm sorry to tell you. You could say, well, I knew this person for 20 years and then we got married. Okay. But once you get married, that's a whole new set of rules. The rules are not the same as when you're in a relationship. It's not. So you can't do these things. When you're in a relationship, you can literally do it, but you can say it was wrong or right. But once you're in a marriage and you do it, there's no excuse for it because the vows tell you right there. The vows tell you, for better or worse, rich and poor, sickness and health. It tells you right there. So you can't do it because it tells you got to deal with me for better or worse. Doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Now you can obviously physically do it, but you don't supposed to do it. But when you're in a relationship, there's no vows. It's just basically y'all together. And sometimes, and truth be told, a relationship, sometimes it's harder than a marriage. Because knowing that there's no vows there and you try to be secure and faithful, it's very difficult. So I just wanted to say that. Now, as far as the other side of it, her picking the wrong guy, I do believe that there's an argument to be made there. I think that there are some women who do pick bad guys, and they want to hopefully change them because bad guys are interesting to women. Guys who have baggage and bullshit are interesting. Y'all could pretend and say that's not true. Y'all could say that, but off of history, we see this. Off of history, we see this. Y'all will know a guy is bad and y'all still deal with them. Let's be clear. I'm just being honest. I'm not sitting here saying that women are stupid or dumb. I'm saying that a lot of women do deal with guys that they believe that it can change. And y'all can't. Some of these guys will never change. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as Joey Badass goes, he's a guy in the industry. I'm sure he had plenty of women. Me personally, if I ever blew up, I look at it from this point of view. I'm a person, once I get into a relationship with you, I don't care about no other girls. Because I'm already set. I have my life already in a certain category. Women to me is something, it's not something. Women to me is people that I love. I love women. I love women more than anything. But once I found the woman I want, I already have my life set up that whereas she's just a part of it. I don't need all these other girls. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I think when a lot of men use these excuses of them being sex addicts and all this just so they can have an excuse. I get it. But a lot of women do pick the wrong guys. And I think that y'all know y'all picked the wrong guys. And now that it's coming out that y'all picking the wrong guys, y'all trying to, save face and say, whoa, this you got to understand. Like, and another thing too, before I end this, excuse me, you should never put your relationship on. Oh, I don't care. That should have been something that you and Joey Badass done in private. There's no way in the world you should have ever said anything about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you caught him with 20 girls. But again, a lot of people do this because they want to, and men do this too. Men do this just as often as women. They want people to be on their side because they feel like they're alone. So Joey Badass does this and then she puts it out. So now it makes him look bad because they want you to feel the same pain he felt. Even worse. Look, see, he's a dog, but most men are considered or looked at as that anyway. It's not going to really hurt him that he was deceiving you. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to really hurt him. So I don't think that some people should be putting stuff out to say. Just keep that to yourself. She should have kept it to herself and just called off the marriage. That's it. But at the end of the day, whatever happens before the marriage is a whole different book. It's not a different chapter. It's a different book. But I think that people look at it as the same book. And me, it's not the same book. It's really not. Because what happens if you marry somebody and 10 years later, y'all have a great marriage, and 10 years later, you find out that they cheated on you 2 years into the relationship, and y'all was together for 7 years before y'all got married. In 2 years, you found out that what's the name? You're gonna end the marriage because they cheated on you, 14 years ago? I just don't understand that. So that's why I say that those things are different. So, but either way, man, thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one.